Hello, welcome to another video. So in today's video, a little update video. The weather showed up, i.e. snow, and yeah, I have not gotten moved, and I have not. Cats are cute. I haven't got the skirting on, so today the plan was to get up, move the RV over, or actually move this trailer. I got to move a trailer out of the way, and then move the RV over onto the pad. Now the roof isn't all the way done either. The roof is done everywhere except for the roof part. This is the big open top is what's left open. And I got all the sheets cut. I got them put up on top of the shipping container. So basically it's just, I just needed to get them, and I worked until dark last night, and I just needed to get them up on there and then get them attached. And yeah, it snowed. I wasn't really expecting, it's like snow. So, snow. Yeah. Snow now. So now, I have to kind of hope that the snow's gonna melt. I told the weather last night before I went to bed that it need not do this shit, and it just didn't listen. And then I told it before I went in the shower that it need to melt while I was in the shower, and it didn't listen again. So what the plan for today was to simply move the RV and install the skirting, right? Which moving the RV is actually it's not a huge deal. You know, I got to pull the slides in. I have moved it with the slides out before, but that's just not advisable. When I was installing the solar system, it just never occurred to me that I needed to hook up the DC again. I was just like, oh shit. So I moved all this shit. I was like, I ain't got power to I got to connect the DC. But then they made me move the RV from one spot to another spot because I don't know what the problem was. But anyway, so I was literally driving around the RV park with my slides out and the freaking awning out. And the lady's running up in her golf cart. Ah! I'm like, man, I don't have a choice. So anyway, it's not a good idea to do that. Now, to move it is no big deal, but the thing is I really don't want to move it in the snow. That could just make a mess. I don't even know. The ground it might actually be better to move it before. I don't even know. But what I am gonna do is because it was moving it and then installing the skirt. So installing the skirt means installing screws all the way around the entire RV that are snaps. So then you drill, screw, and then after they're all on, then you go and you puncture the material onto all the nubs, and then you go back and put caps over all those, and then you've built your snap in the right section, right? So I was hoping to just do all that over on the pad where it's gravel and not mud, right? I didn't install a skirt last year because the skirt just would have been toasted. I guess I could have taken it to a fucking, a car wash, but where are you gonna have 100 feet long of clean that you can wash something, right? And being in the dirt, it's just gonna like literally sitting on the dirt. As soon as it rained, it just that thing would have just become one with the dirt, and it just never would have got clean, and it just would have been trashed. And it's not cheap. It was like a $1,300 kit, right? So I didn't want to trash it. I don't want to trash it. I want to, it's adding value to the RV. I even bought a bag that goes with it so I can pack it up during, when I take it off and keep it nice. So anyway, I want to nail the installation and not a rush and oh fuck. I mean, so stressful. Not really. I guess it's not that stressful, to be honest. It's just... It's just another layer. Like, there's snow all over the top of the RV, right? So I have to pull the slides in. And when you pull the slides in, the roof of the slide is now indoors. So whatever's on top of that slide. So typically I blew the slides off with my leaf blower before I pull them in, because they could have dust or leaves or whatever on them. Well, now they're covered in snow, which is actually even worse than dust and leaves. So, because if I pulled it in, it would literally freaking, like I've got some odd stains from the previous owners on the ceiling, and it's probably because the rubber gaskets freaking flicked some dirty snow or something. I don't even know, but point being is I really don't want, and I don't know when the snow is going to melt. Like the weather is going straight from here to God. I don't even remember if it was ever 6 below. Like that's what it says it's going to be on Friday, this Friday. And I can't remember if it got that cold all last winter. I can't. And there's even a couple days it's not getting above freezing. And I'm just not ready. I was, fuck. And why am I not ready? I'd say injuries have been seriously an issue for me. So, being injured 3 major times and then having constant back pain that's just, slowing me down. So that's part of it. And then, honestly, fuck, I'm pushing myself until I injure myself. And I'm like, well, where did I fucked off a few hours here, fucked off a few hours there. But I added it up, like I'm working somewhere between like 35 to 45 hours a week, like some days are different, so I don't count my hours, but that's where I'm at right about now in just the work on other stuff that has nothing to do with like just everything else that I have to do, which is a lot of stuff that you don't have to do out here off grid that you just take for granted. Like there's every single day I got to deal with water and power, and so those things take up a lot of time. And then cooking and eating. I mean, I really was feeling run down until I added more food. I was kicking my ass, and I was just really dragging ass and I started a whole nother smoothie right before or right at the end of the night. So now that helped, right? So I just wasn't eating enough, right? So as soon as the temperature goes down and I'm in altitude and I'm working my ass off, and all that change when the temperature came down, and that means the calorie requirements go up massively. So, I could eat 5,000, I'm probably maybe at 5,000 calories a day or something. I don't even know. I eat a lot, and it takes a lot of time. And if I don't, and look, like, I don't know if you can see this shit, but I eat all that food, and I ain't got no fat. I mean, that shit's fucking shit, right? Little bit of old school, but, that's 5,000 calories a day. I cannot keep weight on. But that's eating clean food, 5,000 calories of good quality food every day, body can deal with that. But anyway, Yeah, I'm getting fucking guns like a motherfucker too. Look at that shit. My arms are just so fucking kind of almost getting to that point where they're uncomfortable. Like I used to be a lot bigger and it was super uncomfortable. Like I always like untucking my fucking back from my back arms, you know. It was just all God, just muscles just a weird. I didn't really like having ginormous muscles. So it just felt weird basically, you know. So anyway, the fucking, now I'm just making a rambling video because I can't do what I was going to do. But what I am going to do is I'm going to get out there. I got to make myself a jig to put on those screws. So I'm just going to get like a little paint stick or something like that, measure the proper distance, put a hole in one end and a big hole in the other end for the cap size. And that way it'll just keep me spaced perfectly as I go. Not only will it keep me spaced from this direction, but it's also because I'm installing this thing right underneath a seam in the RV. It goes around like there's a. I think basically it's like on the outside of the RV, there's a seam like right where the floor on the inside is. So it's like I guess the underside has got this whole like 1.5 feet. So I'm installing it right up to that seam. So the wood's going to hold it off the seam perfectly and measure perfectly. So that will go pretty quick. Like I might have been able to do half that in the time I made this video. But, so I got to do that because that doesn't really matter. But the one thing I am like, it's like when you drive on snow, it doesn't go away. It stays where you drove on it, right? So if the snow just all melts, but then again, when it melts, it generally makes it like a muddy fucking puddle mess, right? So this is the quandary I'm in now. Like, you know, I don't know. I was actually even thinking about trying to go blow the snow off the pad, but I don't know. I'm going to get that done. I'll have that all done, and then maybe by then, holy shit, there's dogs running around my property. Jackass neighbor. So, maybe I'll get lucky, and I don't think I'm gonna get lucky. I don't think there's anything. It's snow. It's snow, and then what comes after snow is mud, and it's not like that shit goes away fast. It's snow, mud, and then, or it's frozen ground, which if it's frozen ground, the snow ain't gonna melt. Yeah. So anyway, I got the roof to the point where I could pull the RV up to it and not have any more work to do above it. Great. And you know, yesterday I opted for the end of the day to cut the roof panels and get them up on the shipping container. Now, if I would have instead just got done with what I needed to get done with and then went and got the RV, I mean, it said there was a 40% chance of snow on Monday, right? But then all of a sudden it came to Sunday and it came like early. That's why I hate that freaking weather bug, man. It never gives me the truth. But it doesn't matter. It's not like, well, if I had moved the RV yesterday, I wouldn't have been in a little bit different situation. A lot of bit different. Although there's a lot of infrastructure I got to deal with to move the RV. I mean, I've got hoses going to it. I've got wires going to it. You saw the solar trackers all wired into it, so I literally have to like get all those wires undone. Yeah. But anyway, there's a little update for you. Hope you're having a great day. Peace.